another episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and today we've got Vladof pistols, which are some of the more popular pistols in the game for sure, and it's because they're really good. They're all about the speed and the fire rate, like most Vladof weapons. They have their damage seems not terrible for their speed, but yeah, it's all about the fire rate, fast reload speed like most pistols, but also really deep magazines, which go well with the fire rate. They have high DPS, but poor kind of burst damage, but very good sustained damage because those magazines plus fire rate. So you use a lot of bullets to kill things, but you kill things fairly quick. So I guess let's dig into the red text ones. I am going to go a little out of order here just because these are all Vladof barrels and the Stalker is a Mollywan barrel, so I might as well do the Infinity and the Stinger back to back here. So the Stinger here, you can see, got a decent little paint job on it, is got identical stats to the Anarchist, which isn't a bad thing because the purple Anarchist is a very good gun. So the Stinger here, you can see the bullets reflect. That's its special ability, essentially. It is, well, you got a little bit of a bounce here. It's not terrible. It's manageable. Let's do it with a mouse. Yeah, you can see with a mouse it's a lot easier to keep that on target than a controller. Overcorrected there a little bit, but yeah, you can keep it on target fairly good, and it just has damn good stats to start with. The reflections go pretty well with characters like Gage, but also even with like Zero and Maya, it helps with like the bore and chain reaction. So it's just a upgrade to Anarchist. I wish at the rarity it would have been a little bit stronger. They could have boosted something. But yeah, it's solid. I just wish it had a little bit more. Nice. I guess moving on next to the Infinity here. The Infinity shoots forever. It never consumes ammo, so that's why it only has one in the magazine. But to pay for that, you have less damage and less fire rate. And then also you have it shoot in an infinity pattern, as you can see here. Now, that's not as bad as sometimes it's made out to be, because you can see this, it bounces around anyways. So you get a little bit more of a spread. But if you're a good player, you can control the recoil on this gun and keep it on target, where the Infinity you can't. So the Infinity, people love it. Let's just put that out there. It's probably the most overhyped and underhyped gun in the game. It's not nearly as bad as people make it out to be, the haters of it, but I think they do that more so because of all the people that think it's the best gun in the game. In reality, it's very, very average. It has about the same DPS as an Anarchist, maybe slightly less. I've been known to both stick up for it and shit on it, depending on my mood. But here's why I don't like the Infinity. Pistols have a huge ammo pool. And look at this here. You have 900 bullets in your pistol ammo pool. You shouldn't run out of pistol ammo. Plus, the game compensates you when you start to get to the bottom half or 40%. I don't remember exactly where that is, where the game starts to weight drops. So, I mean, yes, if you're spamming a Herald, which takes 6 ammo a shot, you can have issues. But typically you shouldn't have pistol ammo issues. Unless you're spamming a Herald, which is terrible with ammo. That's what makes the Infinity stupid to me. If the Infinity was a shotgun or a sniper, I could see it being a cool concept. I mean, fuck, an Infinity Sniper Rifle, even if it had lower kind of stats, imagine how good that would be for like CA0 or something like that. I mean, Jesus, that would have been cool. But a pistol is the last gun that you need infinite ammo with outside of assault rifles. I mean, you look at your ammo pools down here. I guess they just highlight when they're selected, but pistols have, well, I guess it's the third, so they're in the middle. You know, not quite SMG or assault rifle. But yeah, you just don't need it on these. You look at that 132 sniper rounds or 220 shotgun rounds, that's where you could use an Infinity. So I think conceptually it's kind of dumb. DPS wise it's no longer better, and here's the other reason I don't like it. An Anarchist here has a reload speed of 1.7. Seriously, you can't afford to do that, and that's without any skills or bar. You could make that almost instant. So reloading with a Vladof pistol isn't a big deal because they have some of the quicker reloads in the game, which is the other reason I think the Infinity is kind of dumb. So if the Infinity was at least maybe a Torg pistol that was a little bit slower, it'd be better. But no, it's a Vladof pistol, which I think it's unneeded, and it's really no better than its purple counterpart. And red text guns should be better in some way or another. So I think the Infinity, it is kind of a fail, and the overhypeness of it is honestly a little annoying. So on to more positive things. There's only 2 guns left, I believe. So I guess some more positive, some more kind of negative. So next, we have the Stalker, another pearl without a paint job. But the Stalker has good stats. That's some serious damage. Increased fire rate, that's a really good fire rate. And a really nice increase to the magazine size. Kind of makes up for the fact that it's not a matching barrel. Now, the Stalker has slow bullet speed. That's its drawback. But the bullets ricochet not only once, but multiple times. So also making this quite good. Wow, that actually found the target dummy. That was just random though. They don't really seek. Making it really good with like gauge 0, Maya, gauge for the bouncing, but also again chain reaction and bore. And the fact that it has increased damage, even compared to the Anarchist here. That extra damage is nice because, like I said, with the Vladof guns, the issue is you're taking so many bullets to kill something because you have low damage, high fire rate. The increased damage goes a long ways there. Compared to the Infinity, that's a pretty big damage spike. So the fact that you have the fastest fire rate of all these pistols and the highest damage with a really good magazine size is really nice if you can compensate for the bullet speed, which, once again, Maya and Zero can. So for them, they can make really good use out of this gun, and Maya even more so, because she can hold people still in the phase lock. Some people were complaining in comments I wasn't talking about kind of character specifics enough, so although I'm almost done with the series, I'm going to try to do a little better job of that. So that is the Stalker. A very nice increase to an already pretty solid gun. TMPs aren't quite Anarchists, but TMPs are still really good guns. Both TMPs and Anarchists, if I would find a blue or a purple TMP or Anarchist while leveling up, I would be quite excited, because they are just really, really good guns. Outside of Jacobs, they might be my favorite regular pistols. They probably are. I just have a soft spot for Jacobs, but yeah, they're incredibly good. So, going to the last, the Veritas. This gun's kind of stupid. Although, it's got an awesome paint job on it. That's Veritas Aquietus? I can't say that shit. Sorry. So this gun has an increased magazine size, and you get increased fight for your lifetime for every one of these guns or the shields equipped. And here's why I think it's kind of like, it's not bad at all. They didn't decrease anything, but it's just not good enough. It's another one of those guns. You know, an extra 6 bullets in the magazine is cool, and that actually does help because it's fast fire rate Vladof pistol. It is Hyperion barrel, so you have the 10% critical hit damage, and that's actually where they gave it an increase. Most Vladof ones are 8%. Well, they're Type Bs as well, so they gave it a little more there. But 2%, you're not going to notice that unless you have a lot of Type A. But even at that, 2%, not much. So it's a very small boost there, which is, you know, pretty lame. And fight for your lifetime, like, fight for your lifetime shouldn't be that big of a deal. If you're falling in a fight for your life that much, rather than getting a gun that increases your fight for your lifetime, you're better off just going for better guns so you kill enemies faster, or getting better defensive gear, or just, you know, be a smarter player, use terrain better, have an escape route, whatever. I don't see really need for increasing your fight for your lifetime, unless maybe you're Krieg and you're doing Krieg stuff. But yeah, it's just kind of blah. It's not that great. And that's the problem with this gun. Like, I can't really shit on it because there's nothing bad about it. It's just there's not enough good about it. And that's kind of as frustrating when they make a gun kind of bad. And that's all the Vladof there is. So there are, you know, 4 different red text guns. And none of them are bad. But none of them are that great either. It's better than the Jacobs ones that I just covered. Because the Jacobs had more drawbacks and, you know, all that reduced fire rate and stuff. And maybe it's... I've kind of seen this a lot during this series. Like, when the purple variants are really good, like Jacobs shotguns, for example, it seems like they didn't do a whole lot to the red text ones. Where that's kind of the case here. They didn't do that much. You know, the Pearl and the Seraph both have... Holy crap, it is thundering like crazy outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that coming through the mic or not, but there's a massive storm. And I totally lost my spot there. But yeah, so some of these guns have really... Like, the really good purple guns just don't translate great into red text guns a lot of times. And, you know, the purple and the Seraph here both have reflecting bullets. One has slowdown bullets, increased stats. One has the same stats and regular bullet speed. Like, that's not that creative. The Infinity is the most creative out of all of them, but it's kind of on the wrong gun and the wrong gun type. And then you have this pretty gun in my hand that just is really kind of uninspired, I guess. And when you have all these guns, you're going to have a few of these guns that there's not that much to them, and they're kind of niche. And that's okay. I just wish they did a little more with it. Something. I don't know. So anyways, that is Vladof pistols. Sorry I wasn't more excited about them, but they're not as interesting. So yeah. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you totally disagree with me, if you love these guns. Like I said, with certain classes, they do have a little more synergy than others. And yeah, come over to the forum. I'm going to try to get better at updating it. I also posted this in Reddit, so go give it your vote up or whatever. I don't really Reddit that often, so I don't know the terminology. Thumbs it up or upvote. I think that's it. Yeah, upvote. I'm a Reddit noob. Don't downvote me because I don't know what the hell I'm doing on Reddit. And yeah, leave me comments in the video. If you have not subscribed yet, please do. And I will see all of you later. Thank you once again for watching. Bye.